Hi, everybody. Welcome to Traumaplicity podcast with your host, Dr. Amanda Helman. We are in series number 3, and we are talking about beliefs. In the first session, I talked all about our beliefs, what thoughts are, and how everything gets impacted. In our second session, I talked about the belief of not getting it right. In this session, it's one of the top beliefs of not feeling good enough. And so not feeling good enough, a lot of times we say, I'm not good enough, I'm not enough. And that often stems from early on in our life. In fact, if we look at a lot of things, sometimes the clients I work with can go back to their family, either their mother, their father, or across their family, really actually believing that too. And when we operate in not feeling good enough, it leads to us trying so hard in performance. It leads to us either going one way where we're totally overdoing things to be enough, or we shut down to think I'm not good enough, why even try? And so people end up on either end of the stick, but it's still that same belief. And so there's many areas that can impact people with the I am not good enough. It can lead you to think other people are better than me. It can lead to the negative narratives that come with that you think, well, I'm just going to do X, Y, Z. And really, what you're really believing is it's just not going to worth why even try it. And a lot of times people do that and they shut down. We look at other people who start, but it's really the belief work that you get through. When I work with clients, they're getting through beliefs that have led them to be stuck or feel like they can never get somewhere. And so I don't know where you are, but I want you to think about the I am not good enough. And coming hopefully in the next upcoming year or sooner, I will be publishing the top 20 beliefs that I've seen clients operate in or believe about themselves that have led them to feel stuck, to stay in one place and not move ahead. And I'm just here to tell you, you don't have to be stuck. You can actually move forward. And I want you to think about in your life, what has the belief I am not good enough done to impact you? And I talk about beliefs because I say it's the emotion and the experience, and they get tied to a belief system, a stronghold, and it holds you back. And often people think, well, I'm not good enough to be an academic. I'm not good enough because of X, Y, Z. And then experiences or people's words actually impact your thoughts. And you stay stuck because other people are validating or experiences are trying to affirm that you can't move forward in an area. Can you relate? I remember growing up, there were times where I didn't feel good enough. I wasn't good enough to be in sports. I wasn't good enough to run. I wasn't good enough to be X, Y, Z. College, I wasn't good enough to be in business. And here I am in business. Where has your thought patterns, have your thought patterns held you back? And that's important because in this world, we need you to show up and to move forward in the gifts that you have. And often so many people they end up at the end of their life never ever walking in anything they've ever been called to do because they thought they weren't good enough. And so I work with many people. My whole thing in cognitive release coaching is to identify your negative narratives, rewire your brain, and unlock your potential. And I help people through many techniques unlock the belief systems, the core beliefs, and the beliefs and the thoughts that are linked together that hold them back. And so, is this thought, I'm not good enough, holding you back? And is it holding you back in your relationships, in your family, in anything you're going to do as you move forward? I hear a lot of times so many clients say, oh my gosh, for years I wanted to do XYZ, and they never did it because the belief system was, I'm not good enough. I'm not going to get there. And I've done that. That has held me back from moving forward, from designing, from creating until now. And so what is it about I'm not feeling good enough? That can impact your relationship with you, with others. It can impact all of your dreams. And I share where some people just zoom ahead, even if they have these thoughts, and that impacts them because they're overperforming, or they operate in shutting down because they think that they're not going to be good enough. So we either go from like, whoop, I'm going to go full speed ahead in performance, or I'm just going to not do anything because I'm paralyzed. And that's really the same with the brain. The brain can either have us in hyperactivity where we go, 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 go out of anxiousness. I have to get it done. I have to do this. I can't think about it too much or I'm going to shut down. That's what'll happen. Or the people that shut down because they're just feeling stuck with this not feeling good enough. And so where are you at with this? How is that impacting your life? And so there are times to get up. It is time. I work with so many clients, and today it was such an exciting thing. My one client, she said to me, your coaching with you was the best investment I've ever done with myself. And I know she's invested in other things, and she's a go-getter. And it just was an honor to be walking with her and to hear that from her. I was like, yes, that's what I want to do. I want to impact people's lives. And even on the days when sometimes we're like, am I enough? Right. And I'm not thinking that right now. I used to, but it's nice to know on the days that are harder, the days where like, well, are things changing? Are things moving forward, or why aren't they? It's good to know that you're impacting other people, isn't it? And so where is it that you are thinking you're not enough and you're not actually moving forward? I'm here to encourage you. Today is your day. If you are stuck in negative dialogues, all kinds of thoughts that are holding you back, or perhaps going too hard, and you know there's no balance, I encourage you not only to one day get this book, that'll help you as a resource, but to come and get some coaching so that you can move forward into everything you're called to be, because you are enough, you are good enough, and everything you have is needed to help impact other people. It all begins with your thoughts, and mindset and what we think is key to everything. Change the way you think, because everything is at hand now, isn't it? And so I hope that I leave you with those encouragements. One, identify, what are you believing about being good enough or enough? And does that happen in your family? Because it's not just our beliefs, but our families that impact us. Identify what you're thinking. And if you're not sure how to break it, get help. Me or another coach, somebody, because otherwise that mountain's going to continue. Okay. So I want to encourage those of you in the audience. You are amazing. You are enough. You are loved. You are valued. I hope you have a great day. I encourage you to continue to move forward. And remember, you are enough. Catch Traumaplicity podcast every Wednesday. My name is Dr. Amanda Helman. I am going to do a series. I'm on series 3 of 11, actually, because I wanted to do an introduction. And then we'll be having 10 people that I'll interview talking about how they overcame some of these top 10 beliefs and sharing their story. So stay tuned for more. Take care, everybody. Have a great night.